My grandpa was diagnosed with lung cancer probably about 10 years ago now. Very fortunate that throughout that process they were able to catch it early enough. Hats off to the people in the medical field, get the chemo done, and he's still with us today. I grew up, at the family farm in Vancouver that he started. Got to spend a lot of time with him in the tractor, out in the fields, teaching me all sorts of different things. And, to this day, he still can. He's 83 years old and he's still at the farm every day doing his stuff, coming in. Every once in a while I get to help him out now and he can delegate some things off. He's taught me a lot and I'm very, very fortunate, the relationship that we've had. I got a phone call from my parents. I was just in the kitchen at my billet house, and they, probably had waited a little bit to let me know until they had kind of figured out the exact news and how serious it was and things like that. Hearing that, you jump right to the worst thing possible, and getting through that was tough. Seeing him during chemo was not easy when I would go home. I want to say treatment was probably about 2 or 3 years. That main chemo was done in that first year and then just follow-ups and stuff after that. I could probably say it from all my grandparents of that generation. They're pretty stubborn. They're gonna find their way through just about anything, and they're not gonna ask for too much help as they're going through it. I think that's one of the things he's instilled in me from a very young age, is just how important work ethic is. It's admirable how hard all of them work, and especially him, to get through something like that and then continue to be just as active as he was before on the back of it. Everyone was obviously extremely relieved when that news kind of came out that it was at a manageable state, that as long as they continued to monitor it, they didn't think anything was going to go wrong. I'm very, very fortunate that he's still around in my life, and just very thankful for the people that were able to treat him. There's so many people that are going through it on a daily basis at a vast majority of levels. You hear cancer, it seems like it's super severe. They catch things early enough, it can be a blink of an eye and you're past it, but there's definitely a lot more stories that don't end positively. So I think the initiative just to raise awareness towards it, those medical professionals do an amazing job to treat those things, whether it's a kid or your grandparents. So I'm, like I said, very fortunate to be in the situation I'm in, that the people around me are still here. But for those who have lost that fight, it's amazing the support and the awareness to continue to grow that, so stories end up being on the right side of things.